The next day comes, and you're like, man, this is a little tough. And then you take another step, and another step. Maybe you get to Thursday or Friday, and you're like, this is pretty hard, man. And then what happens is, the enthusiasm from the beginning of the process starts to fade out.
You have a lot to offer. The fact that you're still here means that your business is not through yet. People don't do what they know in life, but what they do is they operate within the context of the vision they have of themselves.
No matter how big the dream is, make small, tiny steps ahead.
You must change what's possible for you. You, and only you, are the subject that impacts the burning desire in your imagination.
I'm talking about concrete commitments. I'm talking about the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I said it in has left. Because I think we all know in this room, character is not something that we inherit. Character is something we got to wake up every single day. We got to fight and we got to build it.
Never, ever, ever give up. You can't let them get you down. You can't let the critics and the naysayers get in the way of your dreams.
So you gotta ask yourself, what's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to party, if nobody has to prize you, if nobody has to reward you, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it.
It's necessary you take responsibility for it. And you make it happen. If you don't give up, if you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally, that you keep on keeping on, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you cannot give up because it ain't what you see. You cannot give up. When you get to the point where enough is enough, when you get to the point where it hurts real bad, when you get to the point you can't take it no more, when you get to that point, doors start opening, opportunities start happening. But what you cannot do is you cannot quit during the process.
The earlier you get in the game and get on track, the better life you're gonna have.
It's you. You gotta make it happen.
All right, chill.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A. I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you can make what you want. One of my favorite books is The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho, and that's just, I just believe that. I believe that I can create whatever I want to create.
Pain is not your enemy, pain is your servant. And pain is telling you that there's a problem here and you need to get it fixed. You need to drag it out of the dark and you need to deal with this and you have to decide enough is enough. It's time for a new direction. It's time to say that's it. Turn to somebody and say that's it. Passivity is a spirit and it'll kill you. It'll kill your relationships. It'll kill your home. It'll kill your marriage. If we just sit back and do nothing, it'll kill you.
There's a redemptive power that making a choice has, rather than feeling like you're at a threat to all the things that are happening. Make a choice, right? Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way.
Most people dabble in a million things, they master nothing, and they wonder why they're unfulfilled. In people's lives, there's only maybe half dozen, 7, 8 categories that really matter. Most people, they major in minor things. They focus on stuff that doesn't matter. They know more about this celebrity going in and out of rehab than they do about their own personal health. So if I have no other message to offer your viewers, and you let me give it to them right now, I'll tell you what I believe. I believe our lives are controlled by one force.
Your brain is divided into two halves. Each half of your brain has millions of factory workers on each side. At the forefront of each one of those factories is a forming positive and you got forming negative. You're the boss of the factory. You wake up in the morning and you say, man, I don't feel myself today. Forming negative hears that. He said, hey, the boss just woke up and said he's having a bad day today. Let's get to work. And your day starts tumbling into what you want. You can wake up in the morning and you say, you know what? Today is going to be a great day today. Man, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Forming positive turns around and goes, Steve's having a great day today. He's expecting some wonderful things to happen. And man, let's get it going. And then start manufacturing thought. You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how y'all? All of y'all that don't know who I am, my name is William Gary. William Gary. Never heard of him. What's so special about this guy anyway? Litigation is war. It's a battle. Man, I'm talking about the bullshit. I'm talking about some John Carr, bad ass kicking shit.
Truth is, I nearly got myself into a lot of trouble.
I've been your lawyer 30 years. By the way,
You've never sued anybody before in your whole life.
So, move it.
This is the truth, is that so many of us say that we want to change, but many of us are unwilling to pay the price to change. And really, all of change comes from not focusing on what you can't control. It comes from focusing on what you can control. All of change has a price tag attached to it. That today, each and every one of us, we have to count the cost. Do we actually want to change? Are we willing to pay the price for change?
Winter comes after fall. Night comes after day. Difficulty follows opportunity. Recession always comes after expansion. It's been the rhythm of life for the last 6,000 years of recorded history. So the winters are going to come. The winter of sickness, the winter of disappointment, the winter of devastation, social winters, economic winters, personal winters when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces, and the nights are unusually long. It's simply called winter time. But the winters are inevitable. So it has been for the last 6,500 years of recorded history. You say, well, Mr. Rohn, what can I do about the winters of life?
The most important decision you can make above any on the face of the earth is deciding that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what happens, you're going to live in a beautiful state. Life is short. We don't know how short it's going to be. But if you only had a week to live, I bet you wouldn't allow yourself to suffer over a little crap that makes you crazy normally. I think you would probably spend time with those you love, you would do what you love. You take all the sunset, you smell the air, you take in everything in those final moments that you possibly do. So my thing is, why wait? Right. Why wait? Why not just decide that if I start to suffer, I know the solution, because suffering is me obsessing about me. You might say, it's not me, I'm worried about my kids because they're not doing well. No, you're worried that you haven't done enough for your kids. It's about you stuff, right? Yes. You know, you're worried about what was done or what you should have done or what shouldn't have done. In that, in an instant, by becoming independent and saying, I have made the most important decision of all. I'm living in a beautiful state.
You know, there are many influences on us. One is the influence of the past. Some people are always pulled back by the past. Some people are always pulled aside by the distractions. But here's what's powerful. If you have a list of high purpose in your life, it pulls you toward the future. And the more powerful the purpose is, the stronger it pulls. And here's the other great advantage if you have purpose for the future. It pulls you through all kinds of challenges and all kinds of difficulties. If you don't have these strong purposes for the future, it's easy to get swallowed by a bad day. It's easy to be almost annihilated by a poor month. And it's easy sometimes to almost disappear beneath the waves of a year that goes backwards if you don't have something to pull you beyond that year. So if you want something to pull you through all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties, and things that come at you, you got to have something on out there, beyond today, beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond this year, that pulls you into the future. And the clearer it is, the stronger it pulls. The more dynamic it is, the more it affects your life, your spirit, your heart, your soul. It also creates imagination. It gets your mind working on how to achieve that purpose. And if your mind will work, if your heart works, if your spirit works, and if you have good input, like good ideas, I'm telling you, there isn't anything you can't accomplish.
Until you're willing to believe to make your dream become a reality, your dream will be just that, a dream. See, so many people talk and talk and talk, but very few walk and walk and walk, and turn their walk into a jog, and their jog into a sprint, which is okay. But the problem is, they resent those of us who made the choice to put ourselves in position to hoist the banners. They resent those of us who made the choice to keep pushing, even when our skin got a little moist, because we understood that moisture, aka sweat, would eventually build, and all of that sweat equity would allow us to never sweat or worry about struggle. That sweat equity would allow us to never sweat, worry, and stress, because winners like us chose to bury all of our fears. Winners like us chose to bury all of our doubts, all of our indiscretions, and we took all of our life lessons and refurbished, repackaged, recreated, and reused all of the pain, all of the hurts, all of the failure, all of the setbacks, and turned them into kickbacks. And that's why we continuously get back up, and we'll always get back up. When life pops up and pops us in the mouth, we may drop and we may go down, but it's never for the count. You can bet your bottom dollar that you can count on winners like us to always come through in the clutch.
The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to sell that dream. I believe that talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you get a degree in education into your busy day. Your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed.
If you're having a bad time right now, it cannot last.
Poor people talk about money all the time. Rich people talk about things. Wealthy people, they talk about ideas.
Instead of waiting for someone to give you a job, create your own work.
Sounds like you're having a tough time. I've been there, so I kind of know what you're talking about. I've been in the recycling vortex of self-doubt, anxiety, frustration. It's no good. Trust me, I know. Let me share a few things with you. Hopefully, will help the pain subside. Now, you can read them if you want. You can read them again later if you feel like it. But honestly, man, if I spend all this time tapping yourself here, and you don't allow it to be attentive to your fire, you just let it both down. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. But you get to choose. I'm gonna give you 4 rules that if you can obey, if you can make these rules a command, I believe not only will the pain subside, but perhaps transformation could take place on the inside. Rule number 1, there are no more 0 days. What is a 0 day? 0 days when you don't do a single solitary thing towards whatever your dream or goal is in this life. So I want you to make a conscious decision that there will be no more 0 days. I'm not saying you gotta kill yourself, but the point I'm trying to make is that you need to promise yourself that your new program, your new system, will be a life lived of no more 0 days. This means that when the day is over, and you look up and it's 11:58 at night, you did something. No more 0 days. And I don't care if it was one push-up, one sit-up, one page of the book. You feel me? Just make a decision that there will be no more 0 days. And so when you're in the vortex of being bummed, and you are trapped in the pattern of self-sabotaging behavior, you get used to it. And the only way you are going to break out is with a massive stream of consistent non-0 days. Is rule number 1. Rule number 2, that you're going to have to be grateful to the 3 U's. Call it mumbo jumbo if you want to. Newsflash, the 3 U's are the past you, the present you, and the future you. And if you want to love somebody and have someone love you back, you gotta learn to love yourself. And the 3 U's are key. You gotta be grateful for the past you, for the positive things you've done, and do favors for the future you, like you would for your best friend. You feeling bad today? Stop for a second and think of a good decision you made yesterday. That salad, that fish, that protein shake instead of a burger or fries. Did you save money in your past to buy something that resonated with you? And thank the past you. Are you currently saving toward that dream or that goal you have, or that improbable feat? Then you need to be grateful for the present you. The last part of the 3 U's is you gotta love your future self. You gotta do your future self a favor. I know you might be tired, or maybe addicted to a video game or a television series. Not today, present self. This one's for future me. No PlayStation, no Xbox, no distraction. I don't care if it's one more push-up or one more sit-up or one more page in the book. You see the cycle of doing something for someone else, future you, and thanking someone for the good in your life. Past you is the key to building gratitude and productivity. Don't doubt me. Over time, you should spread that gratitude to others who have helped you on your path. Rule number 3, you are going to have to forgive yourself. I mean, maybe you have all the know-how, the money, the ability, strength, and talent to do whatever you want to do. But let's say you still don't do it. Now you're going to give yourself a tough time for not doing what you need to do. Pick your head up. Being disappointed in yourself causes you to be less productive. If you can forgive yourself, you can be healed from the past, equipped for the present, and cast vision for the future. You own you. Forgive you. And get on with the rest of your life. Rule number 4 is the easiest. These 3 words. Exercise and books. That's it. But same advice. When you exercise daily, you actually get smarter. You get crystal clear about the road ahead. When you exercise, you position yourself to read the more. When you exercise and you push yourself, you test the limitations of your soul. And you will become crystal clear, both internally and externally, that all you have is all you need.
Dang, you keep hurting me.
As for books, almost everything you do is from the God
how to or wanted to know how to do has been figured out by someone else. So read some books. Read 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Read Emotional Intelligence. Read From Good to Great. Read Thinking Fast and Slow. Read books that will help you understand. Read books that will get you crystal clear on your future. Read the body weight fitness ready and incorporate it into your workouts. Reading gets you to the next level faster. One last piece of advice though. If you wake up tomorrow and you can't remember the 4 rules, I just laid it out for you. Read this again. Watch this video again. Don't forget, 90 days as much as you can. The 3 U's: gratitude and favor, forgiveness, exercise, and books. This is how you can dominate